My name is Rayvon Shelton. I attended Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. I received the Hercules Scholarship in 2011, and I graduated with my bachelor's degree in journalism. I would definitely have to say the culture. You know, it doesn't hurt to have an environment where everyone looks like you. And you know, everyone is learning like you, everyone is behaving like you, dressing like you, and things like that as far as the culture of it. But at the same time, it's also good to have those same people within that culture, like your professors, the people that work in the financial aid office and the registrar's office, who aren't afraid to put you in check. So it was kind of like I went to a university where it was an extension of my family. You know, they weren't my mom, for, you know, lack of better words, but they were like my aunts, my uncles. You know, if they saw me missing class, they'd say, "You need to be in class." Well, some of the people that inspired me, I would definitely have to say Dr. Timothy Askew. That was one of my professors that really, we kind of did not mesh at first because he's very outspoken. And I remember my first day going into his class, I came in with a drink, and he said, you know, he basically told me I had to get rid of the drink, and I was just like, I just bought this. You know, I'm you know, feeling myself. I'm an undergrad. I'm just like, I just bought this. I'm not doing this way. This was $5. And he's just like, you can throw it away, you can get out. And it was just kind of like, I'm gonna get out then, because now I feel like he was trying to pull my card. And then when I was leaving, he's like, sit down. And then I was just like, this man got me confused. Like, you're not my father, you're not my grandfather. But afterwards, he sat and he talked to me, and he's just like, whatever attitude you had in high school, whatever it is that you did in high school, you need to keep that at the door. He said, you're in a new place, it's a different world. This was definitely a surreal experience. You know, I did not anticipate, you know, it's just funny how all things just work together. And they play out like they're supposed to, because I never anticipated having the opportunity to meet the person that was responsible for giving me that scholarship. In 2011, when I first got the scholarship, I actually called the radio station, and I had an opportunity to speak with him for, you know, that brief amount of seconds, but that was pretty much it. And I was content because I thought that was the most that I'd be able to do. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to meet this guy. He's always doing this. He's always doing all this stuff. And that's cool. I'm just thankful that I was able to get my money, stay in school, you know, graduate, get a degree, and then go back to graduate school and get another degree. And it's just kind of like that. I was just thankful that I was able to keep the ball rolling with that. So to be able to meet the guy who more or less played a very important part in that, it was very surreal because a lot of my friends didn't have that opportunity. I'd say he's done a pretty big thing in the black community. Just going back to what I was talking about before, you know, I feel like he's unparalleled when you talk about, you know, the level of influence that an individual has like sparked within the black community, particularly those at the historically black colleges and universities. It's just kind of like, when I think Tom Joyner, one of the first things that comes to my mind as a recent graduate is School of the Month. And, you know, what does that mean? And I wonder who's the School of the Month this month. And it's always fun to like see the camaraderie raised when it's your school that's the School of the Month. And it's just kind of like, well, we need to pub this a little bit harder. We need to tweet this a little bit more, and like, you know, Facebook this or what have you, because this is my school, that's the School of the Month. And then we need to get some funds going.